TV Live. I'm Tim Lampley. Joining me now in the studio is Korey Johnson from the Korey Johnson Foundation. He's president, is what I was about to say. Tell us about this foundation, and by the way, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Tell us how you came to have a foundation named after yourself here.
After myself?
Yes.
Because I wanted to be a part of the solution and not the problem, you know, and giving back is what I like to do. And I just decided to name it after me. You know?
Do you remember a few years ago when I was asking you this during the break when Bill Cosby made a comment about some of the youth of the day, the cussing and the disrespect, and people criticized him, saying that he was airing their dirty laundry in public. And I must commend you for not just talking about it, but being about it as well. Not that Bill Cosby didn't do a great deal in the community, but some people do. They talk and they don't necessarily get involved. Exactly. So you think maybe that's the problem sometimes? There's a lack of role models and people who actually take the step to do something in the community.
Exactly. I think a lot of people are scared too. I think it's more so they want to, they just don't know how, or maybe they just haven't built up enough courage to actually go out and just do it without the fear of failing. You know, a lot of people are afraid of failing, which you're not. If you're doing it from your heart, you'll never fail. So
let's go into it. This is about the youth.
Yes.
And it's about creating an avenue to give them school supplies.
That's right.
And an event that they can actually come and give something as well. So you said there's two parts to this.
Exactly.
Explain that.
What I want to teach them is the importance of philanthropy. You don't have to be rich to actually give. You can actually give, you can be the average person just like me or you. And this is what I want them to know, that when you come to this event, you're going to be giving canned goods. These canned goods are going to be donated to a nonprofit organization.
Did we mention the event? The Can Skate
Can
event.
Skate, Can
Right.
Skate.
Okay.
It's going to be, actually, those canned goods are going to be donated to a nonprofit organization called Haven of Grace.
Okay.
It's a women's shelter. So they're actually coming, donating, and I'm donating it right back into the community. So it's a plus all the way around.
So through the Korey Johnson Foundation, you're having a Can Skate program where kids come and they get in by giving canned goods.
Canned goods are
and those canned goods are paying it forward because, and there it is on the screen there, those canned goods are being donated to another shelter.
That's right.
To a shelter, and they are being given a backpack with full of supplies.
With school supplies.
For school, just in time for school, because the event is actually August 11th.
That's right.
How did you come to develop this type of organization? You mentioned something about a friend.
Yeah, it was a doctor friend of mine. I work,
foundation, I should say.
I work at a hospital, and we were talking about just things that were going on. And at one point in time, I actually was doing a bowling events for adults, and she was like, "Well, I understand you do a lot of things for the adults, but what are you doing for the kids? What are you doing for people in your community?" And it kind of stuck with me. And this conversation took place maybe 5 years ago, and it's still to this day. I think about it every now and then, and that's how a lot of this stuff started. You know, with the canned food and the actual kids coming and the book bags, all this stuff just came into. I can't really explain how, but it all came in the idea, and I took it and I went with it.
Feedback from the community. Are you getting some positive feedback?
Oh yeah, I get back. I have such my friends, they're really supporting me right now. I mean, they really are with what I'm doing. Loved ones, friends of friends, and some people I don't even know.
And you said you have a page.
Yeah, I have a page on Facebook. It's called Second Annual Can Skate. It's a fan page. You can go and press like, and I always update it whenever I get new donations or quotes or just inspirational things to keep people motivated to do whatever it is they want to do throughout their day.
Who's the person who called you or is keeping in contact with you?
Yeah, Mr. Earl. He's a wonderful guy. He's an older guy, and he called me about 3 times, and he tells me, "You're doing such a good job, Korey. You know, you really are a representation of young black men. I think what you're doing is wonderful. I want to donate."
Well, let's take a break real quick, and when we come back, let's talk more about how you expect to or hope to take this organization a little bit more national at some point in time.
Sure.
Don't go anywhere. We have to take a break, but we'll have more with Korey Johnson when we return. Remember to keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on in and around St. Louis. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can always watch us streaming live on stltv.net. We'll be back with more after this. And welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Tim Lampley. Still with me in the studio is Korey Johnson from the president of the Korey Johnson Foundation. Now, the event that we've been talking about is the second annual Can Skate event.
Yes, sir.
And can meaning canned goods.
Yes,
and
goods.
They can skate.
Yes, right.
You need volunteers for this.
Sure. I always need volunteers. You know, I plan on at least having 200 kids, so I can use all eyes. Anybody would like to volunteer, they can always reach me. And my number is 314-732-7771, or they can email me at Johnson Korey, Korey, at rocketmail.com.
And you also mentioned donations, perhaps,
yes,
for some of the supplies, because you've gotten some, but you could always use more.
I could always use more. I can always use more backpacks, school supplies, and services. You know, of course, anybody would like to come down and donate any type of service, whether it be a photographer, videographer, anything to make this flourish and be bigger and better each year.
I'm just curious. Was there ever anybody when you were growing up that was like you in the community that you can remember?
Not to my knowledge, not in what I'm trying to do, no. No, I can't really say.
Who are your role models today then, who you look to, who do those types of things? Because I know there are some famous people who give back to the community. Oprah Winfrey is one of those who talks a lot about giving back and paying it forward, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I like ordinary people, like ordinary Joe at the store here, who owns the store, who always gives away a free soda every now and then to a kid. Most people that I know, like I would say celebrities, I would say Will Smith. I like what he does. Oprah, of course, she does a lot. But here in this community, I would have to say, it's not too many people I know that actually do this. And I think I'm
not to say there aren't.
Yeah, not to say there aren't.
But it's sometimes hard to see that work, and that's why it's good to come out to shows like this, to be visual, so that other people can be influenced by that. And you come from a medical profession, so it's kind of interesting that you're doing something totally outside of that because you want to give back to the community. What do you do?
I work in Barnes Jewish Hospital as a histotechnician.
That pays the bills.
That pays the bills.
Okay, this doesn't, obviously.
No, this doesn't. This actually is, I make no money from this. This is something I don't accept cash unless it's a donation to me, but I in turn buy backpacks, school supplies, or whatever I need to keep it going.
But you'd like to spread this idea beyond St. Louis.
Most definitely. I would like to spread it to other cities, whether it be if they want to do can ski or can whatever. It's just teaching kids the importance of philanthropy. It's very important. I mean, the children now, they have a lot of stuff, and unfortunately a lot of stuff that they've been given, they haven't earned. So it's kind of a way to get them to learn how to give and get back, Give good grades, you get something.
And you said kids are like sponges. They really do.
They do. They are.
Soak up, everything. And then many of them are looking to just see those role models in the community, to see them give to that community, because as they get older, hopefully they'll become productive members of society and also give back in the same way that you're showing them.
And hopefully one day somebody, you possibly will be interviewing somebody and they recommend, say my name, that I actually was an influence for them doing what they're doing.
Why do you think more people don't do that, though? Because you, as I was saying earlier, you are an example of somebody who just really, one person who could just take something and make a difference.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a really good question. I mean, I really want to say people are scared, or people are scared of failing. They don't want to, they rather do something easy than something hard.
Again, what are the dates of the skate
August the 11th, 2012, at St. Nicholas Church.
Okay, and anybody is invited?
Everybody's invited.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, you know, you come on down, you bring your 5 non-perishable canned goods, and you can skate for 4 hours.
In the green room, you asked me, you said, what size shirt do I wear? Didn't know exactly why, but
I
apparently
actually what size
there.
shirt? Because I actually have these shirts made, and it's, you know, I want people to know what can skate is.
I'm definitely wearing it. I support Can Skate. Yes, I do. 2012.
That's right.
And I can use that, work out with it.
Yeah, you can work out with it.
Get my workout on with that.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Actually.
Korey, thank you so much for joining us,
man.
and good luck with the event. And we'll look forward to more great things from you.
Oh, most definitely.
All right, thank you also for staying with us for this segment. So remember to keep up with us here on STL TV and all the great events going on around St. Louis. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can always watch us streaming live on stltv.net. Stay with us. We will be right back.